Callisto arrived in its third cycle, and we are here today for the final conference of the project. Which are your expectations from this final event and conclusive cycle of the project?
Well, this third cycle conference, I think, is the most important conference in the whole Callisto project, because here we come to the final recommendations. So what we try to do in this conference now is to finalize the recommendations that come out of the project, and that is our suggestion how we can improve the current situation with regard to diseases transported or transmitted by companion animals to people or to food producing animals. So the most relevant of the three conferences is this one. The two other ones were also relevant to come to this one, because there we discussed how we worked and what we were doing and what for information was available. But putting this all together into the final recommendations, that's what we are doing here today, and that's what will be the final result of the Callisto project.
Which is the agenda of this final event, and which are main objectives of this conference?
During this conference, we work mainly towards the recommendations that will be the outcome of the Callisto project. So following the first 2 years in which we have given an overview of the situation with regard to zoonotic diseases by companion animals, and the second year in which we have looked at the risk assessment. In this year we work towards recommendations, and our main goal, I think what we want to achieve, is to have recommendations that are carried by a broad agreement between all the stakeholders that take part in this meeting. The recommendations have been drafted by the expert advisory groups during this year, and there are always pending questions in this process, and during this conference we will work on these questions and try to get a very broad agreement on these recommendations.
And in the agenda of this final conference there is also a seminar.
Yes,
open seminar.
There is an open seminar for which we have invited guests from out of the network as it is right now. We have also invited some speakers for this conference to give presentations on certain topics. There will be someone who will represent the Kennel Club in the UK, for example, who will look at the owner's perspective of this problem of zoonotic diseases. Someone will give a presentation more on the diseases themselves, so viral, bacterial and parasitic diseases, and this way we hope to spread more recognition for this project.